Chris here with Red Wagon Crafts, and today we're going to be making a Suncatcher mobile. This project can be made with just a few simple materials. This is definitely something you can get your kids involved with. My daughter had a blast making it. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and come visit us on our website at rwcraft.com. You can find other DIY projects, as well as recipes, restorations, and so much more. So let's go ahead and get started. The materials needed to be able to make your Suncatcher mobile will be a basket, paint, spray paint, fishing line, pony beads, cookie cutters, a drill, and scissors. So let's move on to step one. Okay, so our first step is going to be taking our wire basket that we have, and we're going to spray paint this a red. Here I have a Rust-Oleum's Gloss Protective Enamel. It's a Sunrise Red. It's just leftover paint that I had from another project, and I thought that it would look really nice on this particular project because it's going to be for my daughter's room. So we're going to take this basket and paint it red. This basket is going to be used to flip upside down at the end, and we will go ahead and hang our sun catchers from inside of it using our fishing line. So let's go ahead and get this painted, and we'll be right back with that. Alright, so we've went ahead and spray painted our basket. We're going to let that dry for a little while. In the meantime, we're going to go to our next step, which is we're going to take our cookie cutters and our pony beads, our plastic pony beads. We're going to fill our cookie cutters with the plastic pony beads and melt them in the oven. Now, a few things that I have read about when doing this project is that you will want to make sure that your windows are open upstairs, any doors that you can have open, fans, even the hood vent of your stove to be turned on, because you don't want to inhale the fumes of the plastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our temperature on our oven to 400 degrees. We're going to put these cookie cutters on a metal cookie sheet, and we will fill them with our beads. We'll do a variety of different colors, and then we're going to bake them in the oven and for 20 to 30 minutes or until they are melted. We'll then remove them from the oven, allow them to cool down, pop them out of our cookie cutters, and we will move on to the next step. So let's go ahead and take this all upstairs to my oven, and we'll go ahead and get things going, and open up all of those doors and windows, and we'll go from there. So we're here in my kitchen, and I have preheated my oven to 400 degrees, and on just a flat pan, I'm put all of my cookie cutters in here, laid them down on the bottom of the pan, and we're going to take my beads. Now, I thought about doing just specific colors, but I kind of like the look of them all together. I think that it'll really make it pop, especially since the basket that we painted is red. So we're going to go ahead and just take a handful. Now, I'm going to put enough in there so it covers the entire bottom. There's a few little popping up on top of it, but that way then I can just make sure that the entire base of it is all plastic, that all of the plastic melts. Alright, so it's been about, I'd say 20 minutes, 23 minutes, something like that. And I checked them, and they're looking great. They're all melted, the plastic is. So we're going to pop them right out of the oven, set them on the counter here, and let them cool. And we'll go on to our next step then. Our plastic pieces are finely cooled, and we popped them out of our cookie cutters quite easily. I didn't anticipate it to be that easy, but they just popped right out with a little bit of pressure, and they look phenomenal. So I'm going to show you them. They just blended together so nicely. They're very durable feeling. They're not flimsy at all, nice and sturdy, so they'll be great whenever we cut a hole right through them to hang from our mobile. I did notice though on the edges of them there is a few, you can probably see it on here, pieces that did kind of curve up on the sides of our cookie cutters. They're a little sharp, pointy, so I don't want my kids, if they grab a hold of it, to cut themselves or poke themselves. So I'm going to go ahead and use a tool called a Dremel, and I will sand down the sides that are a little pointy. Just make it a little bit straighter of an edge so nobody gets hurt on that. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll drill our holes and hang it from our base. So let's use our Dremel tool. I'll talk a little bit about this. I've never used one before. My husband bought it for me for a gift when I started to do crafts, and he got me the Dremel itself, and it comes with, or he purchased, and he got all this from Walmart. It's from a brand, Hypertough. It's a 208 piece set and tool set, and it is absolutely phenomenal. So he got me this, and what it does is there's some sanders up here. You can sand down things on wood. My understanding is you can cut things, sand down some stone, metal objects, clean them up, polish them. Really cool. I haven't used it too much, so today will be the first time that I'm using it in one of my projects. So we're going to use one of the sanders up here, and ladies, if you ever went and got your nails done, it almost looks just like the tool that they use when they sand down your nails and shape the acrylic nail there. So pretty cool. We're going to use this to kind of shave down and smooth out the edges there. Number one thing that he's always on me about is safety. So I am going to use these safety goggles that I got at the dollar store just to protect my eyes, because I do not want to have any of these plastic pieces flying up and hitting me in my eye. So we're going to start this on a low setting, and I'm just going to take these and we're going to shade down the sides. Okay. Whew. So, I guess it was a good thing that we used our safety goggles, because I had plastic everywhere. It was popping up at me in the face. I think I even have it in my hair. So, again, very important, always, always be safe. Any type of crafts that you're doing, using safety goggles, anytime you're using tools that could have objects flying up at your face, please be safe. So, looks like we got everything cut down on the sides, the edges, made it a little bit rounder on those surfaces, and at that point it'll be ready for us to go ahead and drill our holes in, and we will hang these from our base using some fishing line, some clear fishing line. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my drill and get that all set up, and we will go ahead and move on to drilling our holes and everything. So we're ready to go ahead and drill our hole in our sun catchers so we can hang them with the fishing line from the base of it. I'm going to use my drill today. My husband got me this drill and an impact gun kit over at Walmart. I needed something very basic and simple. This turned out to be perfect for me. It's battery operated, I charge it, and as you can see here, it's called Hypertough is the brand, and I have a drill on the end of it, which is 9 6/4 inch, it says. So he got me this along with that kit. He also purchased me a drill and driver bit set, which is 100 pieces. So if you're looking for something that would do to do any types of crafts, I screw in things for shelves. I even fix things in my daughter's room that might need to be screwed back together or whatnot, and it works out perfectly just for me, things that I need. So good food for thought there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lay these here on my table, and I'm going to lay on top of it this white cardboard. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is I don't want to drill a hole through my table, but I don't have anything to drill this on. So we're going to use this today, but I think that in the future what I'm going to try to find is 2 cinder blocks and put a piece of wood on top of it. That way then I can do it here at my table, my crafts, but then they won't drill a hole through the actual table itself. But what we have today is this white cardboard, and I really think that because you do not have to apply a lot of pressure to the drill whenever making the hole, you allow the drill to do the work, just apply light pressure, this would work fine for today. So I'm going to use my safety goggles again. I'm going to take one of my sun catchers. I'm going to lay it in between, so it's in between the space, and we're going to begin to drill. Okay, so now that we have all of our pieces drilled, we will go ahead and check to see if our base is completed and finished drying, and we will go ahead and move on to applying these to our sun catcher. So let's go ahead and check our base. Our basket is completely dry now. I think it turned out really nice looking. I think the red gives it such a bolder, popping look to it versus just the plain white. So I'm very pleased with it. At this point, we're going to tie our sun catchers to the basket around the rim with our fishing line. The reason why I'm going to do it around the rim is I had found in a previous time that I had done this project, if I do them from the inside of the basket, which I thought would really make them look nice, it ended up getting all tangled together. And then I spent about an hour trying to untangle it. So this time we're going to try to put it around the rim, and hopefully they don't get so tangled up. So I'm going to I'd say about that. So I usually try to measure it, see exactly where I want it. It doesn't have to be perfect and it doesn't have to be exact, but I just make it enough that I know where I want it to hang from. So I don't get it hanging up, and then I have one piece that is extremely long. Here's our completed project. I think it turned out really awesome looking. I'm really excited about these sun catchers. I think they turned out to be really cool. I think next time I'm going to try the translucent beads so then the sun can really catch them. But other than that, I think it turned out super cool. I am going to hang this in my baby's room. So it's a really fun idea. You can do this with kids of all ages with different color beads, different color shapes. or different sizes, shapes, I should say. So it's really a cool little craft that you can do with kids, or even for kids. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. Please like and subscribe below, and visit us on our website at rwcraft.com. There you can find other DIY craft ideas, as well as some recipes. We do have some restorations on some other projects coming up here. So come back and see us again twice a week. Mondays and Wednesdays we post a new video. I hope you enjoyed this project today, and I hope to see you again soon.